Hey, Liam. Do you have a second to talk real quick?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. My lunch break just started, so I should have a while that I can talk. What's up, Ashley?
Well, it's just about your mom, actually. She came over to the house again today.
Did she really? Man, my mom must have really taken a liking to you, huh, Ash?
I'm not sure if that's what I'd call it, per se.
Oh, really? You think so? But I feel like she comes over several times a week, doesn't she? Actually, I'm really happy that you and my mom have gotten along so well.
Right, well, that's just kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. The thing is that your mom and I really aren't on all that friendly of terms with each other.
Wait, really? You don't think that my mom likes you? What makes you say that?
Well, she comes over to the house early in the morning and your mom just has a lot of things to say about me in the house while she's over.
What kind of things does she say to you?
She tells me that I'm not cooking well enough for you, or in general. I'll serve her lunch and then she'll tell me that it tastes awful. Then, when I'm trying to do chores around the house, she'll follow me around, but she never ever helps me. She just criticizes how I'm doing them.
Oh, well, is that it? That doesn't sound too bad to me. It sounds to me like she just wants to help you do things around the house even better than you're already doing them. I would just think of this as free training from a real pro at housekeeping.
So you're saying that all of that sounds totally normal to you then?
Yeah, I mean, back when married couples would live with their husband's parents, I feel like it was the job of the mother-in-law to make sure the wife was doing a good job. But now that we're living apart, it makes sense that she would come over more often to see how you're doing. It's not like she's doing any of this to be mean or to bully you, I just think that she wants to teach you a bit about the married life.
I guess that kind of makes sense, but the way she talks to me makes me feel like she doesn't think I know how to take care of the house at all.
You think so? But I think you're doing a great job. I mean, my mom probably has much higher standards for how a house should be run, of course, but there's nothing wrong with learning from someone with more experience, right?
I don't think so either, but having her come over almost every day this week to do that is just really starting to bother me. I mean, I don't have time to sit there and redo the same chore over and over again. I have my own schedule that I want to keep.
A schedule? What are you talking about? You're a housewife whose only job is to keep the house clean. What schedule could you possibly have?
That isn't true at all, Liam. I have a lot of things that I want to get done every single day. Besides, you know that I'm trying to get my craft shop off the ground so that I can make a little money from home. I just feel like I haven't had any time to put into that at all lately.
Sure, you don't have time for that now, but this is all just temporary. I'm sure that my mom will get bored of coming over so often and then you'll have the whole house to yourself again, okay? Besides, that little craft thing is more like a hobby for you now, right? So it's okay to prioritize what your actual job is, don't you think?
When you put it like that, I just wish that she didn't come over so often is the thing.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think that this is just my mom's way of getting closer to you. I mean, it isn't like she's doing anything that bad when you think about it, right?
It's not so bad in small doses, but when she comes over every day like this, it really starts to grind on my patience.
I know, but you just gotta keep at it. Just think of this as a really good way for you to learn about how to be the best that you can be from a real pro. You got this! And if you do it right, then my mom would have less reason to come over and bother you so much.
But that isn't the point! Do you really not care at all that I'm bothered by this, Liam?
Of course I'm concerned that this bothers you, but ever since my dad died, my mom has been really lonely. And she's my mom, so you know that I have to take her side given the circumstances. So maybe just try and be a little kinder to her, okay?
I think that I'm already being really kind, Liam.
I know, but just try and get along with her, okay? I don't want to end up having to choose between you and my mom. I don't think that you'd like it much if I asked you to tell your parents to stop coming around so much, right?
But it's not the same. My parents aren't the ones coming to the house all the time. And you're not the one having to deal with all of this on your own.
Great, well, I'm glad this is what you want to take up my lunch break talking about. I'm gonna go and try to eat with what little appetite I have left after this.
So you're just going to go away and not try and address the problem at all?
Just get over yourself and try to be friendly with my mom, okay? You're her daughter-in-law now, so start acting like it.
Hey, Liam, are you on your way home? I thought you said that you were going to try and get back here a little earlier, remember?
Oh, right, I completely forgot. That's my bad. Some people from work invited me out drinking, and I said yes. So I won't be back for dinner or anything like that.
But I've already made dinner for us both.
Ah, shoot, sorry about that. You can just put my portion in the fridge, and I'll bring it for lunch to eat it later or something.
Well, did you at least tell your mom what we talked about last month? I thought that you were going to come home early so that you could tell me how that talk went.
Oh, right, I was gonna talk to my mom about all that stuff tomorrow.
Liam, what's the matter with you? Not only have you not talked to your mom, but you broke your promise about coming home early. I am seriously starting to reach my limit with dealing with your mom. And when you do come home and I do try to talk to you about this, you say that you're tired and go straight to bed.
Right, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? You think that I want to stay up just to hear the same old complaints?
Liam, are you being serious right now? I'm not just complaining, I'm being serious with you. All I'm asking is for you to listen to me and talk to your mom. I'm not trying to start any drama or fights, but this is a serious issue for me. You do know that she's here right now, don't you? And she threw away the dinner that I made and served her. Not only that, but then she went into the bedroom and started going through our drawers. How am I supposed to live like this?
Well, if she threw your food away, it was probably because it wasn't very good, right? And I don't get what's wrong with her going into our room. Maybe she was just trying to tidy it up for us.
Liam, do you think I've ever made anything that tasted so bad that it couldn't be eaten and had to be thrown away?
I don't know, I don't keep track of everything you've ever cooked.
Okay, well, what about this? Your mom took some of my clothes and cut them up because she said that she needed more rags to clean with. She cut up my clothes! That she took out of my drawers!
Okay, so it sounds to me like she just wanted to recycle and didn't want to spend money on new clothes to wipe stuff down with.
But some of these were new clothes!
Well, you know my mom. She's the frugal kind, and she doesn't really like spending all that much money on fancy clothes. Maybe she was just trying to tell you that you don't gotta think about all that stuff when you're married, you know? I told you that she's just teaching you on how to be a better wife, right?
Are you kidding me right now? How can you be taking her side in this?
Okay, well, take the skirt you like wearing, right? I don't think that my mom ever wore a skirt like that after she got married. I think that she's just not used to how your life is supposed to change after you get married. But you shouldn't fight this, you should be going with it.
This is just... Liam, I can't believe that you're actually saying this kind of stuff to me. I don't see why I shouldn't be allowed to have nice things just because I'm married now.
Well, my mom has a lot of experience in this, okay? I know you might think she's from a different generation, but if she's made it this far, then something must have worked, right?
I just wish that she would take my needs and my wishes into consideration too.
You're just being selfish. Don't you get that? I mean, is wearing a skirt really that important to you?
This isn't about skirts or clothing or individual things like that. The problem is much bigger than that, and I'm amazed that you can't see what I mean. Do you have any idea just how patient I've been this whole time?
Are you sure you're being patient? Because I think you're pretty fast to complain about anything my mom does to me.
That's because your mom is causing problems and you're not helping me do anything about it. You told me that you want your mom and I to get along, right? Well, that's not just on me. It's on your mom, too.
No, you're just blowing this all out of proportion, though. I don't think my mom is really doing anything that bad. She's just always liked things done a particular way for a long time now, and she just wants to teach you how to do it that way, too. I think that you're not being open enough to change, and that maybe you should show a bit more humility.
Did you know that your mom told me that she wished you and I had never gotten married? She said she made a mistake ever letting us think that this would work out.
Oh, she probably only said that because you've been arguing with her so much. Maybe if you just let my mom have her way, she wouldn't have to say things like that.
I really just don't even know what to say to you anymore. We've had the same conversation over and over again.
Well, if you don't think anything has changed, then why don't you try to be the change that you want to see, huh? And stop complaining all the time about my mom, because frankly, I'm getting sick of it.
So you don't care at all that your mom and I have these problems and they're only going to get worse? I thought that I could count on you to take my side in this, Liam.
I don't see why you're so intent on dragging me into this drama that you have with my mom. I don't want to be in the middle of any of this.
Of course not! You'd rather just be out drinking with your friends, right?
Oh, right. That actually reminds me, I'm gonna be out of town next week for a business trip.
Oh, really? Is that so?
Don't you start with me, Ashley. I thought you'd be happy to hear this. I'll be out of the house for a week, so you can take it as a chance to reset. I thought maybe you could go to your parents' house and stay with them for a bit.
Oh, really? Well, maybe I will do that.
Yeah, perfect. Go to your parents, relax, don't worry about anything. And then when you come back, be ready to make friends with my mom. Remember, you are her daughter-in-law whether you like it or not, right?
I guess so, Liam. I guess so. I guess it'll give me a while to think about how to deal with her at the very least.
Yeah, hey, Ashley, did you call me? Sorry, I was on the phone with the client and I couldn't really pick up. Is everything okay? Yeah, I really would have picked up, but it was a really, really important call. What did you want to talk about?
I have something really important to say and you should have picked up.
Something more important than work? I'd be very surprised at that.
It's about your mom. She's dead.
Wait, what? What do you mean? How can she be dead?
I mean that your mom died. She kicked the bucket. She's floating down the river Styx.
I don't understand. My mom is really dead? Is this some kind of joke? Do you think this is funny? We're gonna have a talk about this when I get back home, okay? You can't just drop this on me. What's going on here?
What's going on is that your mom is really truly dead. I never thought that I'd feel happy at someone's passing, but all I can say is, woohoo!
What's the matter with you? How can you react like this to my mom's passing? Crap, I have another call coming to me right now. I'll do this call and then I'm going straight back home, got it? You better be there.
Nope. I'm still at my parents' and I don't think I'll be going home at all.
You horrible woman! What is the matter with you? You're just sick if this is how you're acting. How can you be laughing and joking at your husband's mom dying? I never want to see you ever again.
Well, when you do get home, be careful. Your mom might still be there. I guess it was some neighbor that found her.
Well, what happened? How did she die?
I have no idea. I just know that she texted me to come back home.
And you just left her there and now she's dead? I'll leave you for this, okay? You killed my mom! Don't bother showing up to the funeral. Ashley, I'm so sorry.
Sorry about what, Liam?
For everything up until now, okay? All of it.
Come on, and spit it out. Tell me just what exactly you're sorry about.
Well, my mom is alive.
Yeah, no duh.
Wait, you mean that this whole time you knew she was alive?
Well, when the neighbor called me about finding your mom, it wasn't a voice that I recognized, and the voice wouldn't tell me what happened. Not to mention that I had just gotten back to my parents' house, so I wasn't about to go back and figure out what seemed like a scam.
But why didn't you tell any of that to me? You know that I had to cancel my business meeting to get back home as fast as I could. I even told my boss that my mom died.
You're saying all this is my fault? Wasn't it your mom's for lying about being dead in the first place?
Well, I guess, but you could have said something.
Shut up, Liam. Don't even try to put this on me. I've signed my half of the divorce papers, so let's just get this over with.
But can't we just wait and talk this out?
What is there to wait for?
Well, I'm in the hospital right now.
Why on earth are you in the hospital right now?
Because my mom dug a hole in front of the house to try and trap you when you came back home. I fell into it and broke my ankle.
Your mom booby-trapped our house. What in the world is her problem? Why would she do something like that?
Please, I'm so sorry about everything. I should have taken your side from the very start.
You're right. You should have. Just how many times did I tell you about this? But you never ever listened to me at all.
I know, I thought that you were being dramatic or something.
Well, this is what you get for not listening to your wife this whole time. I talked to you about this over and over again, and you never once took my side in any of this.
So you won't rethink this at all then? Please, I had no idea that my mom was really this bad. Plus, I need a lot of stuff in the house now that I'm here.
Well, I don't really care because you and I are getting divorced. I'll bring you some stuff once, and then you are going to sign the divorce papers, and you and I are over.
You mean you're still gonna get a divorce while I'm stuck like this?
Do you want your stuff or not, Liam?
Okay, I'll sign the papers. I'll send you a list of things later that I need.
After that, I got a message from Liam about the things from home that he wanted me to bring to him while he was in the hospital. It was a long list. But I made sure to bring the signed divorce papers along, too. He cried in the hospital and begged me not to leave him, but I wasn't having any of it. I told him I had his stuff in my car and that I would only ever go and get it for him if he signed. It wasn't long before the neighbors learned about what happened, not least of all because of the hole in front of our front door. They told my husband that they didn't want such a person coming into their neighborhood anymore. As for Liam, he couldn't believe how he'd been betrayed by his mom and told her that he never wanted to see her again. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.